Good morning all the student. Welcome once again. Today we are going to discuss a topic of demand forecasting. In the previous videos, I think total we have completed 8 part in demand, and in the previous video we covered all the factors affecting demand, demand curve, demand schedule. So we studied all about demand analysis. In this particular video we will talk about demand forecasting. So before moving to demand forecasting, let us understand what is forecast. So I think this particular word is everybody would have heard about this particular word, forecast. Since our childhood, whenever we saw the news, we talked about weather forecast, which means how would be the weather, and the person who gives the information that about the weather, that in the coming week there would be a chance of rain or heavy rain or heavy thunderstorm. So there are so many forecasts like this, heavy thunderstorm with rain. So basically just think how they do like this. So basically for doing a forecast, it requires a strong theory, data, and it requires analysis of so many factors which influence the weather condition. So basically it never means that forecast would be 100% right or correct. Forecast is basically the expectation of future. This is expectation of future, and it is not 100 whatever I forecasted or whatever I expect which would be correctly 100% correct, but in the greater extent, the chances of occurring would be there. So all these things is also related to demand forecasting. What we talked about the weather forecasting, all these are related to demand forecasting also. And I think whatever the factors which affect weather forecast, in the same way, what are the factors which affect demand, and we have to analyze all those factor statistical data to measure demand forecasting. So let us start, and we'll have with the slide. So let us see in the screen. So here, see in the screen, forecasting means expectation about future course of development. Basically it is expectation about future course of development, means since the future is uncertain but not entirely, we can predict somehow. Hence one can hopefully predict the future event, and through which we can have profit or we can gain. Demand forecasting basically it talks about the measurement of different variables which is related to demand. So let us see in the screen, we talked about the measuring of demand forecasting. What does it mean? Expectation about the future course of market demand for a product, and it is based on the statistical data about past behavior and empirical relationship of the demand determinants. So it is a speculative exercise. Basically it is a speculative exercise. I think we can judge about the future probabilities of the market event based on scientific background. We can estimate future demand. So it cannot be 100% precise, but yes, it gives approximation regarding the possible outcome. With somehow some accuracy is also there. So it is based on mathematical law probability. So it is about the anticipation of demand. It is about the anticipation of future demand. Now demand forecasting may be undertaken at the following levels. So let us see in the screen. Demand forecasting, we can have demand forecasting in the 3 levels. The first one is micro level. Just see the micro level. Micro level means it refers to the demand forecasting by the individual business firm for estimating the demand for its product. It is being demanded by the individual business firm. We can have demand forecasting and industry level. Industry level means the entire industry is responsible for the product demand. Means it refers to the demand estimates for the product of the industry as a whole. It is undertaken by an industrial or trade association. So for a particular industry or trade association, they usually forecast the future demand. So that demand would be industry level. Industry level, suppose what would be the demand of steel in next financial year. So the steel industry will decide. Steel industry will forecast the product. So that would be industrial level. The third one is, let us see, the third one is macro level. Macro level is basically, it refers to the aggregate demand for the industrial output by the nation as a whole. Basically it is aggregate demand. Aggregate demand means basically the demand of all the goods and services produced in a country, which is being divided by the entire nation. So this is aggregate demand. So it is aggregate demand for the industrial output by the nation as a whole. It is based on the national income or aggregate expenditure of the country. It is based on the national income and aggregate expenditure of the country. Basically, if you talk about the country's consumption function, it provides an estimate for the demand forecasting at macro level. So through these three levels, micro level, industry level and macro level, we can have the future demand. We can of course estimate the future future demand, and we can forecast easily about any product or services about the demand forecasting. Thank you very much.